Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna try to install solid shifter bushings for the inside of the car. So I'm gonna start ripping apart the dash and let's see if these things fit. If you never pulled apart the dash before, first things first, pop out this middle piece. You can get a good grip on it. So that falls out, the clip little popped off, just put it back in. And then take this out, and then your center console piece right here just lifts up. Pop that one out. Then sometimes there's like a screw or two right here. I don't have them. There's two screws right here. And then the side of the glove box part, or center console piece, also has one on both sides. That one was barely even in. You can just move the seats forward. I currently have the passenger seat out, so it'll be easy for me on this side. I'm gonna have to adjust the driver's seat to get the other side out though. Alright, so once you remove these screws, the two in the middle, your shift knob, the two up front, and the middle piece, this whole thing should just kind of lift right out. If your O2 or your 12 volt plugs connected, you're gonna have to disconnect those. Let's see if I can just pop those guys out. This one's a bulb. Then the whole thing just pops right off. Set that aside. Now let's turn to the shifter linkage down here. So these base bolts right here, those are gonna be for kind of the aluminum, the big circle washers. And then, one of my buddies was telling me that this actually didn't fit for him when he tried it, so we'll see if that goes. This just kind of replaces that rod down in there. It's supposed to take out any of like this little slack around here. This really isn't bad. My transmission's pretty tight for the most part, but I got it, so I might as well do it. So here's all the stuff I just pulled off. You just undo the 12 mil bolt that goes right here, which is this one. Just go straight through, and then you just pop out. Make sure you keep all these little plastic bushings and clips for them. But to compare, so this is the stock one versus the aftermarket one. So the stock one with the bolt has a little bit of play. It's still not very much. And then the aftermarket one, the new solid aluminum piece, you can kind of tell it might be hard in person or just through the camera, but a little bit thicker piece here. You put the bolt in there and it almost has no play. So that'll probably make quite a difference on just the shifting feel alone. And then we'll do the base plate ones too. So I got that main piece all in. Just minimized kind of the front to back movement aside from like what's left in this piece, but clips in pretty smooth. I probably won't really notice a difference until I'm actually like driving it and stuff. But now we're gonna pull the base bolts out. So I actually removed my bushings, which they're kind of dirty, but they're still pretty stiff. And then checking out these holes, so there's two pieces. There's a little stepped piece, machine piece, and then there's a flat one. It comes with the kit. I would assume this step piece is supposed to be even with this hole, which would make sense for the solid point of it, but it's not. You can see it like doesn't really line up very well. So basically, unless these things are like tight, it's probably gonna slip. So it might not even be here. I'll show you on this one. Might be a little easier for you to see. So yeah, so there's basically like all that play in there that it could just slide on, which might make it even worse than factory. I'm sure if you made it tight, it probably wouldn't move, but I might end up just keeping the stock rubber bushings because of that, but we'll see. Alright, so I talked with one of my buddies, Cody, and he was actually telling me last time he tried to do this that they weren't the right size. And I guess Extreme PSI makes a version 2 where it's actually machined right. It has a way smaller edge. So I won't be using these today. I might buy a version 2, I might not. My stock bushings are still in pretty good condition, so as far as that, I'm probably just gonna leave it with that. If you're wondering like the difficulty of this install, it was super easy. I mean, you take it probably took me 10 minutes, take the center console apart, and then you just pop out this 12 mil here, pull it all apart, put it back together the same way you took it apart as far as like the spring and the bushings and stuff go, and then just toss the center console back together too. So pretty easy install. Don't really have to remove a lot. I definitely would recommend removing at least one seat, if not both. They're super easy too. They're just 4 bolts. But besides that, hopefully it cleaned it up a little bit more. Like I said, my shifter was it's pretty tight how it is, so it's not too bad. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.